What up, banditos? What's cracking? So just jumped in. I was testing a few minutes ago the caches because I was getting reports that people weren't able to open theirs related to the global event. Anybody having that issue? What up, Vittorio? Hello again, Squatty. What up, Grumpers? Anybody having those issues? Speak up. Forever now or forever hold your peace. They seem to work for me okay. So, that's that. That is that. What I say goes. Yeah, some people were like the rewards track. I was getting reports that they were earned and claimed, but they couldn't open them. So these. So I claimed a couple of them to see, and they seem to work okay. And then I was like, maybe they weren't talking about those. So I went and bought an exotic cache, opened it. It opened okay. Yeah. Okay, well, they seem to be working. I think they were talking about the rewards track. But it might be a platform related issue. I don't know. But yeah, that bug around people's health bar is a real thing. A lot of people are reporting that one. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I think it's somewhat still manageable, but a lot of wasting bullets and time on people that are already dead. Okay, so where did we leave off? So I think we were running a pestilence build. We finished our manhunt, so the scout is done for today. And then next week we get Scout 16, which may or may not be the climax mission. It says 93% done, the scout's progress, so I think we're going to get another week of scouts. Or perhaps we complete this last one and then we can immediately go into the climax in the same day. We'll see. We'll see. That'd be ideal. Yeah, well, every time they open... Yeah, I know. So a lot of them are like old bugs that they reintroduce. It's bad code. What up, Dragon? And, you know, they're using team members that didn't typically or didn't work on this game in the past. Because all those folks have moved on to Star Wars. And Avatar. Poor suckers. And are probably working on Assassin's Creed as we speak. If they're still working for Ubisoft. Okay, so the global event's still active, so that's good. I got 3 directives. So we took off the skill directive and the ammo directive because we were running a shield, I think, or something. I don't remember where we were. Oh, because we thought there was a deflector shield. We could put that one back on. But I'm going to keep the ammo one off. The golden bullet gives you ammo, but I don't need XP that bad to torture myself on a gun build. Rizzle. Oh man, I had so much fun, Rizzle. No, I'm glad I had the opportunity to run you through it. Are you farming 19? Yeah, get to a good place to farm 19, man. Inez will help you do that nice and easy. Yeah, it's interesting how some descendants struggle in those higher levels. I mean, everybody can do it, but like Viesa's really strong. And she hits extremely hard. She's got frequent uptime. And she struggles in 19. She gets it done, but yeah. The no line of sight thing is what you need. And Inez does that better than anybody, don't you think? What kind of build you guys want to see right now? LMG. I mean, we got a big mag. Oh, but we got unlimited ammo anyways. Rifle? We haven't run a rifle in a long time, and I'm finding, like, I don't have a reason to run one. Is that weird? That's weird, right? To say that? Like, I mean, I run the 1886 all the time, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm so excited for the update, right? I think it's tomorrow night or Thursday. We're gonna get a minigun. Okay. Tip of spear then, I guess. Technically want a walker, but Palisades wouldn't be bad. We're gonna need some sort of bonus armor since we're standing out of cover. I'll go and run the contractors. Well, no, we're gonna need tip of spear gloves. Unless I decide to run tip of spear backpack, but I think we're gonna need bonus armor. You know what I mean? We're standing out of cover. We got the 20% armor on kill, but yeah, let's just go ahead and run a memento here. Yeah, we can do that, right? Looks good, everybody. I'll go ahead and run a sniper just in case we get in the mood or we have to pluck somebody. Oh, you know how I needed to add was U-locks. Let me see if I can do that. God, I don't add people to... I don't know this clan, how this clan business works. Let me try to see if I can do that. Management? Roster. Add member. Oh. God, it wants me to do the exact name. God, it's annoying. Can I do it for my friend list? He's not on my friend list. How is that possible? How is it possible he's not on my friends list? We're friends. We play together. Unless he's already in the clan somehow. U-locks, he should be right here. I mean, he might have a symbol in front of his name, but... Let's see if he got into the clan already. Sarah's in our clan? I didn't know that. Sarah, you're awesome. There's Gorgeous George. What up, Chevy? I have to wait till he's on, but he wanted in the clan. That's weird. I mean, he plays with me, right? Like, I should see him on my friends list. Like, he jumped in the other day. He didn't need an invite. He just jumped in. Unless he changed his name. God, that's weird. Okay. Well, I guess I can't add him. I don't know what the fuck that's about. All right, I think we don't need to change anything. Let me just add a sniper to the skill tree here. Sarah, I knew that. I knew that. It was just good to see her name. Or I pretended to know that. I guess we can go get some breaking point. Sarah, have you been keeping up to date with the Division 2? Or have you been sticking to your guns with the first Ascendant? I decided to stick an extra stream here in because, you know, with the first Ascendant, new content coming out in a couple of days, I'll probably be streaming that over the weekend and whatever. You know what build I've been working on over there over the last day was updating Enzo's explosive build. His rocket launcher with the restored relic. Super strong. You want to mess with me? Yeah, Brass Bat. I know what you're talking about. I saw that patch fix. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sarah. Yeah, at the very least. What do you think about the new, have you been dabbling in the modifiers or did they turn you off? And if so, have you been keeping your eye on the new modifiers and did those appeal to you a little bit more? Because people, what I'm seeing as far as feedback, people that haven't been super stoked about modifiers are buying into these ones before they even try them. I think they can see the potential, and I think they saw the potential from before. From watching from afar, so to speak, you know. That's a problem with this stupid thing. It is kind of dog shit. It's because that's one of the things. It doesn't let you use it in cover. I mean, you rotate out and then you have to manually equip it again, which is a very slow process that gets you killed, and you're slow while you have it. I mean, maybe it could just be a visual perception. It's just not super agile, which is a lot of your survivability. We take that for granted. Like, there's no tuck and roll here. I can't tuck and roll, which is just stupid. Can I tuck and roll with the TAC 50? I think I can, right? It works. It's just kind of gimmicky, you know? Like if you're standing in front of a spawn point, whip it out. Which you don't need True Patriot to do that. You can run Striker or whatever. God damn, that charge up time took an hour. It is pretty cool when you're using it, but yeah, that. You have to kind of put it away to move. Come on, golden bullet. Fuck you, dude. Go in there. Oh, they're all coming from upstairs. It's super annoying. And another upstairs, dude. Oh, wait. No, here we go. All right. God, they're fast. Like I'm fucking surrounded already. Yeah. Really, Clark? How does that work? Probably need a reviver high when you do this. Well, I guess that was that. It is a piece of poo. Because if you go tank, then you're weak as shit. And then, yeah. But it forces you to face tank. So it's good spawn killing. But so is anything with golden bullet. Yeah, I know. I need to have that build. I just don't have the room to keep those pieces. The tank one. Sarah, you haven't seen the new ones yet? Oh my gosh, you are not watching my YouTube videos. Busted. Busted. They balanced them a lot. They're really good. You know, they're not as powerful as we are now. There's still power, but they're a lot more interesting is the best way I could put it. So there's like, they've added rate of fire, movement speed as part of your global buff just by turning it on. You get scaling power based off of kill up to an additional 20%, and then you get 25 or 20% rate of fire, reload speed, movement speed, and something else. And then the passive modifiers are just a variety of things, but much more interesting than what we have now. Less powerful, but much more interesting. A lot more. They brought skills into the fold, so a lot of ways to buff your skills. A lot of the hostile modifiers are way different. They revamped the entire hostile modifier concept. Actually, it's basically the enemies scale as you do through the journey, and then they just kind of peak peak out. But so basically all the enemies, there is no like select enemies with certain modifiers like heavy armor or catch you on fire special ammo or anything like that. They're all just have better movement speed and higher rate of fire and better healing regen, armor regen. And then they gradually increase that as you increase up your journey, and then they peak out and you're always fighting basically a stronger enemy. It's a new, I mean, this is what people aren't thinking about. Maybe I should kind of frame it this way. It's basically a new difficulty, right? And which is interesting, I think, for us, because for the longest time we've been saying like, God, wouldn't it be cool to have legendary difficulty, but like the entire map? It's like that, but not legendary. No way, right? But I don't know, you know, 25% more damage, more regen, more speed definitely makes them a formidable threat. But you got new tools too, you know? So, I mean, imagine if, right, when we went into the legendary mission, we also scaled up. That doesn't happen, right? The enemies scale up, but we don't. Imagine if you grouped up and you scaled up, you know? Now you get some team buffs, but you don't scale up your damage. And so wouldn't that be cool if like when you entered legendary, you got these like legendary buffs to your kit? That's kind of how they've built this system. So I do think it's pretty interesting. And I think that's why it's appealing if you look at it from that perspective, how much the community has made that request. All of us have said it at one point or another. Oh, I wish we had another difficulty for the open world. That's basically what it is. I don't know, Vittorio, because I'm not using it. It looks additive. I mean, it's going to be additive upon itself as it's scaling, but it doesn't add to itself, actually. So it's separate. It goes from like 15 to 20 to 25 or something like that, right? So there's separate buckets. You don't add those together. But do they consider, if it's a new damage type, then it would be multiplicative. But it just says weapon damage as an example and skill damage. So I think they would just add with the existing weapon and skill damage buckets, which would make them additive. But you also have to look, so more damage is more damage. It's like an extra red core, basically, right? But the rate of fire on top of that gives you just generally more DPS. So that's good, right? And then the movement speed is a big deal. I mean, that's a ton more survivability. I mean, that's why we run the Lady Death, and you're going to have what the Lady Death gives you full time. That's just the base though, right? That's just the base. And then you're going to have bigger spikes of damage increases coming from the other things. The 6 skill tier is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, 20 doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, people are feeling the damage, so they're liking it. I don't know. I'm interested to get my hands on it personally, just because I've been running modifiers all season. To be honest with you, the golden bullet feels kind of weak to me. So that's saying something, because I've been running the season modifiers and they're really strong. And so when I go to golden bullet, I feel like I am debuffing, you know, nerfing myself compared to the modifiers. That's how strong they are, right? By the teeth is fucking strong. The amplified damage from the global is so strong. But yeah, if they're gonna water down the enemy modifiers, they're gonna have to water down ours. So that's what they did. They were like, they're too aggressive. That was supposed to have been fixed today, Planet Salt. That rifle sound bug. It was on the list. But didn't make it? I don't know. I mean, did it work? That's my question. I guess I can run it. This UCIS has got a buff. I was thinking about the Strega too. Let me try this rifle. What do I want to run here? Handling. Stability, probably. Reload speed. We're not going to need reload speed, really, are we? Don't need a bigger mag either. I'll do stability. No, I'll just go for chance. What do we want with this? Aces? Do I have my aces right now? No. I guess we can run Virtuoso. Doesn't really... Not that interesting without the modifiers. Let's do Centurion. I guess we can run Hunter's Fury because I don't have anything else to run. I mean, you can run Strikers with the rifle build, but it's not that awesome. Is this host the laser pointer? It does. We can run Hot Shot, actually. No, same thing. It won't stack, right? What you talking about, Willis? Hunter's Fury, it is. And then chest, what are we gonna run? Talents are weak for rifles, huh? Fuck, I don't even have a rifle talent. They're all kind of lame. I need a chest piece that... Well, I can run Spotter. It's as good as it gets, right? Kind of sucks to have to do that, though. Because you lose Gunner. But at least we'll get a stronger shield. Oops, wrong one. Need technician. Pistol. Rifle. Shotgun. And then laser pointer. And then we need to change our talent, which is probably going to be amplified damage coming from the pulse. And then we'll run some crit chance. Call it a day. 40, 90. Got a lot of headshot damage going on here. All right, let's see how we do.
Will you remember me?
Be good to get back into rifles, especially since this one's getting a buff. I'm kind of excited about that. It's not a major buff, but it's an improvement. Faster reload, bigger mag. Bulgari!
Set up the rain barrels.
Remember when I was
The Emmeline Guard build is really good on Striker because it's going to handle all of your armor on kill needs. And then I would run the Bloodsucker on the backpack because it's an SMG. You need that bonus armor. And then the holster, what do you call it? The Centurion Scabbard. I would still run the Scabbard holster. And then ACS Shotgun is your backpack, and you want the Striker chest, so you get some mega damage out of that. Very fun build. I created that build, actually. It's been created not that long ago. What's good, Rico? Need to get in range here. God, this feels slow as shit.
will you remember me?
I feel really weak. I'm knowing not playing into range. How many shots it takes is fucking ridiculous. And I got fucking shredded. Oh my god, how lame. I'm out of here, man.
Agent killed. Hostile control point detected.
You don't have to play on heroic. Play on challenging. It's just where you end up, you know what I mean? The drops are better though compared to challenging. Challenging's gonna have much more of a mixed bag. But the drops are decent, you know, as long as you have resources to upgrade things. Oh, that felt really bad, guys. I have to strip this down to make it strong. That's not fun. We're playing Golden Bullet. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple, man. I don't want to go scouting through all my fucking shit. Different characters to make a build. Hold on. Let's get out there and play, and then something will come to us, you know. Quit messing about. Now that I know that True Patriot is not coming out revamped, I'm gonna get back to that build too, because I think it could be a good one for the climax event, I think. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, remember farming before the optimization station? Oh my god, when you wanted that god roll? Jesus.
Hostile has full their bullet. Golden bullet being assembled by hostiles.
In the elbow.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Received. Golden bullet. Incoming hostiles detected.
Hotshot is a good gear set. I'm excited for the new one though. Fuckers are accurate as fuck, man. You with the grenade. Fuck you, right? Oh, Badger tough.
Detected. Near
Tank, what's good, man? Brass bat.
Supply room access unlocked.
Gentleman nod. Gentleman nod. Oh, there's some loot in that back room there.
The deepest truth about yourself. It's all right not to know the answers. They will come to you when you least expect it.
I'm running a poll, guys, on my community tab in YouTube on Battlefield 4. I mean, Battlefield, the new Battlefield, sorry, whatever they're calling it. The one they just previewed or gave us a trailer on. The leak, there's a leak out that says the game is anticipated to come or will launch before April 2026. And so that's why I'm running a poll. Because it looks like before April 2026 is a big window. And so I'm going to have to look up their earnings when their fiscal year ends. Let me look that up because I think that's gonna influence their launch date. I'm looking it up now because this can there can be some. Let's see, when does their fiscal year end? This could overlap with the DLC for Division 2, March 31st. That's why it's going to come out before April of 2024. So I would say a launch, no later than February. 2026. Which in all reality means maybe I don't know. They're either going to go in, they're going to launch it to make a really strong fourth quarter to close out their year, or they're going to launch it to kick off a really strong first quarter for the coming year, right? But, you know, I think the Division 2 might be fucking around to find out. You know what I mean right there? Because with the delay of the DLC, that might put it in competition with Battlefield. And I know we like to pretend that anybody that plays the Division 2 doesn't play any other game, but I think our highs and lows tell us otherwise with the seasons, right? People come in, play the season, and then they bounce a lot. Where are they going? Grumpy, you're funny. I'll be there right next to you, man. We'll probably be chained. We'll be ankle bracelet buddies in Elon Musk's coal mine. In his gulag. Will we have a gulag in America, you think? Well, you know, Grumpy, I think you get it all wrong, man. I mean, billionaires care about the little people. They just do. I mean, you can't be a billionaire without caring about the little people, right? So, so I'm looking it up. It looks like it would be more financially beneficial for EA to launch in Q3 or Q4, so probably Q4 of 2025, so that they get the holiday sales boost. And then they can do a fiscal year-end revenue push, like in January. A January to March push before their fiscal year closes, making the whole situation look stronger for their investors. So this is it's looking like Q1 would be less ideal in 2026. So if they're saying that the Division 2 DLC in Brooklyn will launch sometime in 2026, you know they're going to wait for the last fucking minute, and you know they're going to want to take advantage of the holiday dollars, right? So we're talking, when is our, that's an October launch, right? End of October. So last year was October 29th. So around that same time, end of October launch, and that would carry us to November, December. So that puts it in the direct launch window. The Division 2 DLC is in the direct launch window of Battlefield. That's not good. That is not good. You know, it's just like, it happens all the time, right? It happens all the time. So, but for the Division 2, you know, you want strong data points, strong launches, especially where Ubisoft is sitting financially.
Hostile completed. The golden bullet.
Grumpy, you're funny. You're funny. You want to work in an American sweatshop making overpriced sneakers for you want to make sneakers you can't afford for Chinese people? That's hilarious, man.
Incoming. Hostile assembling a golden bullet.
That fucker just threw a grenade back here. It was a dud, apparently.
Golden bullet received.
Ooh. You didn't need that helmet, did you? How about that head? We should run a shotgun build. That'll be fun. Actually, let's do that next. See? That's what you got to do. You just got to get out here and play, and you're like, if you're getting stuck on what you want to run, you just got to get out there. Just put together a build. Anything that works. Get the juices flowing. Damn it. Somebody else was saying they weren't getting ammo from Gunner. That it wasn't regenerating ammo. I'm not running it right now, but I'm curious if that is the case too. Some new bug. Probably PC players, right? They got the jankiest situation out of all of us.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, I was thinking about Mantis. Actually, it was sitting in my inventory, and I was thinking, hey, I should run that. It's I think it's going to be really good next season. There's a modifier that synergizes with it. I don't know. We'll see. What a dough, Mr. Knox. EK. That's cool, Bulgari. There you go. I think a lot of people like that. Hey, as a shooter, you know, I only got one. You know, even if those other ones are cool, and I'm like that a lot. Mostly because I just have a hard time finding the other ones. I dabble, and then I'm like, eh. We got to go find another gun. But if they go old school on us, man, if they go old school on us on that Battlefield, sorry, it's gonna be cool, man. That it's gonna be a good game. And then they have the test lab. Oh, which reminds me, Monster Hunters has a beta, an open beta coming this weekend.
Safe area entered.
The last open beta. For launch. That'll be cool, right? Check it out. I'm thinking about checking it out. So I'll do the beta at the very least. If I can. I mean, even as a streamer, like, I don't like playing games. Oh, the Born Crate could be fun. That I end up... I don't like paying for games that I end up not liking. You know what I mean? Just seems so wasteful. Even just to test them, you know. Yeah, I can write it off and all that stuff, but like, still not fun. Still a waste of time. It's more the time than the money. But still, price influences me just like it does anybody else. Like, if I see a $70 game, I'm like, if I'm on the fence about it, do I really want to spend the $70 to decide not to like it? It's cross-platform. Yeah.
Entering safe area.
It's going to be on Game Pass. But I don't know if it's going to be fully on Game Pass or if it's going to be partially. You know how sometimes you pay for it? So there's a Caliber Jazz Hands. That's not bad. KSG Shotgun's always good for this event. We'll take them all. Oh, but we do want the Thorn, Tsunami, Spaz. You could tell I like shotguns, huh? Let's offload some while we're here. Fuck you, Ravenous. Got a lot of junk. Fucking got a lot of gear sets, man. Fuck. I like Space Marine 2, the end game. I'm still on the fence about it. I gotta get back in to see if I like the game end game. Really, Joe? Chernobyl 2. Let's fucking Google that. I don't know anything about it. And I do like me some Chernobyl lore. Wow. Huge and extremely realistic open world. And they are saying in 2025, huh? See the trailer. I guess so, Reaper. I don't know. I mean, I'm caught up, but I don't know if I'm ready for it. I have no idea, man, right? I'm excited, though. Excited to get that chess piece more than anything. This is what I haven't figured out. Let's talk about this. The mastery. So this is the part that I'm confused on, and the devs obviously have not elaborated on this, right? They've just given us like the tip of this little iceberg, just the tip of this iceberg, right? But like, so we get the climax mission, right? And with that comes a new difficulty, and we unlock that difficulty, mastery. But will it stay unlocked permanently, or will it go away with the new season and then we have to unlock mastery again? Master. It will stay open. Okay. And I know we saw some like spoilers that you could see it in Tidal Basin and you could see it in a lot of the strongholds. Did we see? Is it going to be all missions or strongholds or a whole map? I feel like it's going to be strongholds, but because I think when they add a new difficulty like that, I think it's handcrafted. Okay, let me watch this trailer real quick. I'm looking at the exclusion zone trailer. They didn't show much. We got melee weapons. That's cool. Looks interesting. It looks very exploration. That part worries me. Not much of explorer. I get bored. Opening doors. And you know what I mean? I need more action. You know, some games are a lot that. It's a lot more exploring and you know, you encounter one or two enemies and you kill them and then move on, you know. This is awesome. A lot of people enjoy that, you know, but I kind of like just the constant action. The Division brings that, right? It's constant. Whatever you're playing, open world, it's constant. Tidal, like, just think of Tidal Basin, right? That it's constant battling. There's no like exploring the cave kind of shit, you know. I'll have to check out more. I'm sure it's good. That's just me checking out one trailer. Obviously, there's going to be more to it. Let's put on probably the usual Palisades here, but we might have to go some headshot damage. We need to make sure we hit that 150 mark. I'm gonna put on the Thorn. I've been digging that. You guys liking the Thorn? I never knew I would like the Spaz. Did not have that on my radar. The current Manhunt Titan, I think you have all the way to the end of the season. So February 25th. But most people will have it finished by Tuesday so that they can enter the arena. Okay, so we need Thorn. And then mods, reload speed just 1. All right, let's look what we got. 115 headshot damage. That seems low. Might have to put on a Providence. Headshot. 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 Yeah. 135. Oh, well, there's this one. That says 145. Oh, so close. Yeah, Providence it is. That's okay, we got enough. And then that buys us protection from the slot, I think. Yeah, sort of. 148? How do we end up at 140? Oh, yeah, because Providence gets the shaft. Oh, that's bullshit. You see that? That's one of those fucking scenarios. At first, think about it. At first, we're like, you see what just happened there? They're like, oh, they took off 2% off the headshot damage from Providence and Habsburg. And we're like, I mean, that's stupid. Weird. It doesn't seem like a lot. And that's where it gets you. Like, right fucking there. You know? It's going to make me go over the threshold by 8%. Because I need 150% to get the threshold. I'm at 148. If Providence was at its full 15, I'd be at 150 exactly. So I lose an entire mod slot to hit that. That's stupid. That makes sense?
Hostile control point identified.
Switching again. Gunner. Still got SMGs. Shotgun. Activate. And then we got our shield. All right, let's go. Use our Thorny Thorn. I thought about it. I thought about it all. I think about it all the time, Anthony. I just can't afford it. You know, it's. I mean, I have a Mac system, which is already expensive, and then all the software I need for editing and all that shit. And then I have an Xbox, right? And so, which has to be upgraded, you know, whenever. I just worry that, you know, PCs are expensive, you know. I mean, I can get a cheap ass PC, I guess. But, I mean, I like the idea of getting a PC for gaming because there's certain games that look really cool that I can never play because they're PC only. Or they'll be like PlayStation PC, you know. I'm not a mouse and keyboard person, so I'd probably end up going controller on it anyways, but yeah, I mean, so that's my drawback. That's my drawback. But for the Division 2, I was going to say, is I even look forward to it for the Division 2 because, you know, mostly covering. You see, we're tapping those fools even without golden bullet. Fucker. Broke my shield and I have all this fucking armor. This thing had no range. Come here, you little fuckface.
Agent received a golden bullet.
What agent? Not this agent. Yeah, so I wanted to cover the PTS. I mean, I'm just not a fan of the PTS. I do feel like, you know, voices are falling on deaf ears when it comes to feedback, but I haven't appreciated the coverage on it either. I feel like it's a lot of praising, and I get that not many people can get more than a first impression off of it because you don't have full capabilities and full characters in there all the time, and there's other nuances. It's only a couple of days, you know, so let's get it. But I'd like to go in there and be a little bit more critical on the gear before it comes out. It's just, I think part of the disappointment is hearing nothing but good news. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is the new fucking meta. It's like, really? That's the feedback you're gonna give the devs? And we all remember what happened with the Sacrum Imperium, right? That's how the Sacrum Imperium came. Because everybody was like, oh, it's pretty cool. It just needs a little bit more of a cooldown. And the devs were like, okay. And so they gave it a little bit more of a cooldown. I was like, what the fuck? It's the worst gun ever invented. How did this clear, you know? Done, bro, done. So that's why, you know, I just want to give a little more upfront feedback, get my hands on it, process it. Because notice I'm not talking about the new gear beyond patch notes, right? Just because I need to get my hands on it, and by that time it's too fucking late. So any feedback, I mean, you see my point? Like any feedback that I will give on the new gear is going to be feedback that I would hope for the first patch of 23, you know, title update 23.1. So that's fucking stupid. First of all, they never balance weapons in that first patch, ever. So I don't even know why we give the feedback, but there you go. I mean, I've come to the conclusion anyways that the PTS is not about feedback for weapons, and that we're never gonna get weapon design changes. We're gonna get basically, it's all about, is it working or is it not working? That's all they want to fucking know. Not like, oh, it would be better if you know, decrease the cooldown, or nobody's gonna like this. It's already too late. By the time you see it in PTS, it's already too late. It's being delivered. The question is, does it work or not? That's it. Right? I mean, based on how we've experienced the feedback processing, right? Can you argue anything else? That seems to be the case, right? This is a very strong build, even without the event. Get the shot off. So it is what it is. But so my feedback, I guess I gotta say, isn't so much for the devs as it is for the players. That's what I really care about anyways, but you know, it's for the good of the order. I'm looking out for the game's interests too, because we love this game. So whether the devs make changes that I recommend or not, or one thing, but I'm gonna give it anyways. And sometimes they hit shit right on the nail, man, you know? Sometimes I'll put out feedback. Oh, like the I think it was on the modifiers. I think they ended up like, it took them a long time, but when they went around to editing the modifiers, I was like, yep, they addressed every one of our bullet points. That's good, you know? Back here. I feel like battle ramming a door with this assault rifle. I mean, with this shotgun. Street King, I didn't see you enter. Yeah, so Anthony, yeah, that's hopefully they answered your question and like the world's longest answer. But yeah, I was a PC user until about 2012 or 13 or so. Switched over to Macs, mostly for my marketing career, because I was on the business side of marketing, but I've always been creative by nature. So I liked to stay fresh on my creative side. So I was pretty hands-on in marketing. Plus I worked for some startups, and you know how that is. You end up having to wear many hats, which I enjoyed, actually. I like being the dude that wears many hats. It's part of why I like doing what I do, is because, you know, I love working on thumbnails. I could spend 6 hours on a fucking thumbnail and enjoy it, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, art. I'm a big Photoshop fan. Yeah, how many community managers do we even have right now, man? I'm so confused about who's doing what. I mean, she's a product manager. A product manager I'm so confused. You know what I mean? So a product manager, I'm sure you guys know, represents the end user, which is us in a software company, right? So we're the end user. So she's our voice. She's supposed to be the voice of the community. So she's got to know us like the back of her hand. See, my player's name is Joe. You know, he makes 60 to 120,000 a year. He lives primarily in the west coast of the United States. He owns a home. He's got a family. I mean, like that. It's basically, she would be describing as if it's somebody she knew, right? She'd have a complete profile. She'd know our religion. She'd know what our favorite candy is. I mean, you've got to be inside the mind of your end user. And that way, when the devs go, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a better cooldown, you know, and put a better cooldown this Sacrum Imperium. And she would step in and be like, well, the user's not gonna be happy with that. That's not gonna be enough. This weapon needs a complete rework. You know, Joe, and she would pretend like she knows Joe. You know, that's how you do it. You role play. It's a game, you know, that job is a game. And my point of saying all of that is, like, I don't see her interacting with the community. I mean, like, one word interactions, and then we get her in that live stream for like an hour every 3 months, right? It's like, how does she know? Is she just going everything off stats, which is part of her job? It's stats. Stats matter, you know? Our religion is the Division 2, right? Yes. Our religion is. Speaking of which, let's change our fit, man. We need, if you're running a shotgun, you need to be wearing a trench coat. And then mask. What, baby mask? Baby mask is cool. We got a lot of good masks, right? That's one thing we got in this game. I love the samurai mask. I would love more of that shit. And then I kind of like do the bucket hat. We could do the headphones. Cat ears. It's Grumpy's favorite. Cowboy hat. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We could do the America fuck yeah. America fuck yeah. We could do... I kind of like this one. It kind of goes for the theme. Do the condom head. That one's pretty good too, actually. Stick with this one. I wish you could part some of this shit out, right? What'd you guys think of that new Valentine's mask? It was pretty sick. Yeah, it's much better. God, there's some, I was just thinking like there could be some cool lore spins off of this game where you could, you know, create kind of more of a Mad Max kind of vibe in a part of the world. Maybe in like in California, it just kind of goes Mad Max like. And maybe you have to infiltrate the warlords. So you're kind of dressed like an anarchist. You can't log in, Anthony? Try restarting the game. This is a coat from... This coat has something to do with the books, which I paid no attention to. The recent release of the books. So if that's what you mean, that might be what it is. Jay. I'm talking to you, Jay. God, they're fucking everywhere. Little cockroaches. Oh, this fucker left. Need a decoy. I can't hit the... Oh, I'm outside the area. All right. We're golden, pony. On your feet, maggot. Here we go. Fuck, he's got no goddamn... Do you see that? He had no health bar. Oof. Fucking hit hard. We just one-tapped that heavy gunner. Yeah, people don't normally think about weapons like snipers and shotguns for the golden bullet, but it makes them better than ever because they come with the power, so they come with the survivability. So what you need is the utility because all of their reloads suck and their weapon handling. And so that's what the golden bullet is giving you, is basically unlimited ammo. No reloads, unlimited mag, that is. Yeah, it's a big deal for a weapon of this class. God, there's a lot of dudes in this one, huh? I like this fight always for close range builds.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Give me that fucking head. Too close. God damn it. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked. Hold on. It's 'cause it's stuck in a fucking reload. God. Finally got me there. That was a bad situation. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, fucking losers. They had to double tap me, huh? Alright. Let's see how it is. Right on, Damar. My man. Let's open up some of these caches I'm sure we're getting. They executed my ass. Rat bastards. No, but what ended up happening there, I was wasting all my fucking shots on a guy that was so close to me, I couldn't line up on his head. Stupid, right? Ideal for a shotgun build is like 5 feet. You got to get way up in there and then maintain that distance. So going back to the next season thing, I think the thing I am looking forward to the most is actually the gear set. And it feels good to say that. Modifiers aside. I think the gear set is looking pretty good, man. It's different. It's not going to be the strongest status effect build. It's not going to be the strongest skill build. But that healing thing is so cool. And it's about time we got another team build gear set, right? I mean, it's going to join the ranks of Ongoing Directive, True Patriot, Eclipse Protocol, Future Initiative, the Bulwark one. But some of those are like their team roles, but they don't give team buffs. And this one gives you team buffs. I mean, I'm excited about that gear set. You know, it probably is going to catch a nerf. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, how did they not fucking catch that nerf before they even introduced it? Don't ask fucking me. But yeah, you're probably right. Because yeah, that's got to be insane. I mean, when you have like 3 people running it on your team, I mean, nobody's gonna die, you know? Get 3 skill builds out there putting damage, nobody's gonna die. But how do they nerf that, you think? I don't think it'll be a power nerf. I think it'll be a cooldown nerf. You know? So they're going to put that heal on a cooldown, which will suck. I don't know, but we've been surprised. You know, they might roll it out as it is and then nerf it fucking later. You know? I mean... They might be okay with it because remember, everything is kind of being looked at, in my opinion, through the looking glass of modifiers. And so they might be saying, well, shit, you know, we're cranking up those enemies, giving them 25% more everything. So, you know. Yeah. Gun with the car door. Yeah. That would have been cool. That would be cool. Oxpecker. I'm going to spray and pray you with my oxpecker. Oh, I got a dirty mind. That oxpecker will be cool, but I don't care about my shield that much. Because this is the deal. Like, I mean, we'll just run the example right here. I don't play like this. And that's what the oxpecker would be asking you to do. And so you're slow. You're a lot slower than if you drop that, right? And you can't do stuff like this. And then you can't do cover to cover, obviously. I mean, obviously, you don't really need to do cover to cover if you're flying with the shield. But that is so much, that's a speed boost that you don't get with the shield. I mean, that's fast. And so if you notice, and you'll see me play, so I play with the shield, but I drop it as much as I can. Because I have, that's what the bonus armor does for me. And so people are, the idea with the oxpecker is like, you're going to want to run a close to all red build because that's how you keep your shield from breaking because you're putting out so much damage. But okay, or you could just run this build, obliterate everything, and also have an invulnerable shield. I mean, my shield broke once so far in this gameplay, you know? So it's really hard for them to kill this shield. And I don't need to run an all red build, you know? And then I'm thinking about, well, in a team scenario though, what about then? Well, wouldn't you rather have a damage talent on your weapon and play from cover? Because they're going to be way amped up, the enemies, right? So I don't think that really flies in a team scenario. Even a speedrunner would probably... You know, speedrunners are, they stand there really vulnerable, right? They stand there really vulnerable. A lot of what speedrunners do is about being in the right spot and not missing shots, you know? So they stand right in front of the door with a shotgun and they don't even use a shield many times, you know? They got to land that shot. That's what's important, is landing that shot. So right when the door opens, surprise, boom. You know, and if they don't do it, they restart. If they die, they restart, right? Because it kills it. Every second matters. So I don't think the shield makes sense there because they'd be running a weapon without a damage talent. I don't know if a speedrunner would find that attractive. And so I think it works for modifiers. I think it works for a lot of content for sure. And so I think it's cool. I look forward to using it. But I don't see it as ideal because... I find in SMG builds, bonus armor, to not run bonus armor is so fucking painful. Can you do it? Sure, but why would you do it? You know? And I wouldn't, and I'll show you now, right? Like, and when I'm playing, whether it's a shotgun or an SMG, it's the same, but shotguns are much more vulnerable and harder to use. But what you'll see me do is, oops, I forgot what I hit. I'll use my bonus armor, right? Because bonus armor gives you that flexibility to run like here and take damage as you're approaching the enemy, because if you rely on your shield, I forgot the shield is on cooldown. If you rely on your shield, it's gonna break. No, I'm sorry, it's gonna slow you down, and what ends up happening is you track too many bullets. It becomes a bullet magnet, and yeah, the gun will save you from that. But why not just run? Now, obviously, we're running golden bullets, so I'm taking a lot more damage than I normally would. But
Agent incapacitated.
I just killed myself here. Actually, let me kill myself.
Agent vital signs.
Yeah, so I find that bonus armor is more valuable, and getting the kill is more valuable than constantly putting out damage to refresh your shield health. Although it will be handy. And so, but that's why I don't consider OP, because, well, it's the only thing it's doing is preventing, what do you call it? The dizziness, which is really fucking annoying. But instead of giving us an exotic that just prevents dizziness, just get rid of the fucking dizziness. You know, but you see, so I only use a shield when I step up to the enemies, because just to prevent micro damage. But you don't want to, as a DPS build, you don't want to over rely on the shield. You know what I mean? That'll get you killed. You move too slow, and you lose your buffs. You'll lose your striker stacks. You'll lose your whatever, because it takes you too long to get everywhere, you know?
Hostile detected.
So I just use it to prevent the micro damage, but I can take damage because I know I'm going to get the kill, and I'll get armor on kill when I get the kill, right? And I'll get bonus armor when I get the kill. And so that's why Bloodsucker is one of the most valuable, or the Memento, whatever you run, is more valuable than the shield in the end. But you run the shield because it's free fucking armor, you know? It's the best skill for a DPS player, because it's just an automatic 3-4 million in armor. Just lost his armor bar. I don't know what's happening right now. See it, and look, I got my armor on kill, and we're gold. It's a lot of its confidence, right? And bonus armor gives you the confidence. But in a lot of layouts, it depends on the map. But if you just run around like this, it's going to take you forever to get anywhere. And some people play like this, you know. But I've learned not to. It's not my style. It's way too fucking slow. And when there's a bunch of enemies out here, they're going to wail on your fucking shield. And they're going to start doing it from way the fuck out there before your SMG can even land shots. And so by the time you get to them, your shield is going to be pretty fucking brittle. And it's... it's taking damage over time. There's the damage over time element, right? Where just by deploying the shield, it's going to start degrading the shields. See what just happened? So I just lost my shield, because I was walking around with it the whole time, right? So bullet magnet. So bonus armor is the best shield you can fucking have in the game. So what would be cool is if it was like, hey, shooting... Apparently I can't fucking kill this person? What the fuck? I don't want that again. It would be really cool if the gun was like, hey, putting out shots maintains your bonus armor, whatever bonus armor you have. That would be so neat. What up, Agent Meat? Good to see you back, man. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it doesn't even give you bonus armor, but it just says, like, if you have bonus armor, landing hits with this gun is going to maintain that bonus armor. That would be fucking sick. So you would have to pair it up with Bloodsucker or Adrenaline Rush or Memento or Heartbreaker. Same concept, but you would have your speed to go along with it. But either way, it's cool. I think it's great, you know? But I'm bringing all of that up because, you know, for an SMG, there's nothing more valuable than bonus armor. It's more valuable than the shield. Like if somebody told me, like, hey, Tux, you have to choose only one, which is it going to be, bonus armor or shield? I would pick bonus armor. Because bonus armor is on kill, and that armor on kill, temporary or not, all armor is temporary. If you don't think armor is temporary, then you're fooling yourself as if you're never going to take damage. So bonus armor is temporary. It's going to go bye-bye just as fast as your white armor will. Except bonus armor in many cases, depending on which kind, can scale way beyond your armor. So the armor pool is much bigger with bonus armor. So with white armor, you can, you know, armor on kill your way up to whatever your base armor is, your max armor is, which is going to be, you know, 100,000 or I mean, sorry, maybe 1 million or 2 million, whatever it is, right? But bonus armor, like the Memento, there's no real cap to it. There's a reality cap to it, but goes on forever. So that's why I like bonus armor. And then with bonus armor, it's just like, okay, just play fast. Be confident with your kill. When you have the bonus armor, you move fast, you get out of cover. When you don't have the bonus armor, then you would do more cover to cover moves, or just utilize your movements like that, you know? Oh, my dog is setting to bark. So like right here, I don't have a shield, right? And so a lot of it is confidence in that you have the DPS. And so all of that was without Golden Bullet and a shit ton of armor cores, right? And that will be more difficult if I were playing in group mode. You'd have to take off some of those bonus armor cores, you know, or regular armor cores that are making you have a lot of bonus armor. You know the drill. Or the catharsis. Yeah, good point.
Hostile assembling Golden Bullet.
Catharsis is really nice on shield builds.
Control point detected.
And then there's the gloves. I mean, I wish I could give more thorough review on this stuff, but I don't have the footage to go along with it. You know what I mean? See how I let him put shots into me? It's so I can approach him faster, right? Otherwise, if I put up the shield and I'm slower, I track more bullets, I'll get there eventually, but maybe the next guy will break my shield. Anyways, the gloves, same deal. I mean, they're cool. I like that they give you health, whatever, but wouldn't you just rather have 3% armor regen from your Memento like all the time? Or what about the Tardigrade? Isn't that faster? And there's a way to refresh it, eliminate the timer on it, cooldown. Or, but yeah, I get, well, maybe you want to run a chest talent. So look at him. Look at this shit. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me right now? Look at this shit. He's inside the fucking sandbag. Dick. That's a dick move. You know what I mean? It might just be a turret, but either way, fuck you. God, I hate when they do that. I thought it was an NPC in there at first, but I think it's just his turret. Either way, though. Happens a lot. That's one of the reasons why I say it's not recommended to run all red builds in this game. It's not because you can't or because you're not good enough, but the game fucks with you that way, right? It's like, it requires you to play a perfect game if you're going to run glass cannon and all red, you know? And if you want to challenge yourself with that, that's awesome, you know? The problem is the game is going to fuck you on it, you know? Because the game is going to be like, yeah, oh, you want to run a perfect game? Let me put a turret in a fucking sandbag. What are you going to do now, right? Reality is the game is not perfect, so don't pretend you're not going to take damage. You are.
Received. Golden bullet.
And I live my life to prevent micro damage. So, hence bonus armor. I mean, I'm even running a healer with the armor on kill on top of all of that. And a shield. We got layers here, right? And we're even running a build that shoot first. I don't know what I want to say there, but shoot first, survive. Whatever tactic, you know. If you shoot fast, you're not going to take very much damage, right? Yeah, so those gloves, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to use them. I mean, the best case I could think is like a sniper build, but it's the same reason that it's just unbreakable, right? And for many of us, unbreakable is not that popular. Some people love it, and I used to like it back in the day. But it doesn't work for me now. I can't get it to work for me now for my playstyle. I run armor on kill and bonus armor on kill so that I don't take damage, so I don't get there. And so I'd rather run armor on kill and bonus armor than unbreakable and then have a damage talent on my chest. There are scenarios where you could choose it, but even in those scenarios, I don't end up choosing it because I'll find like I'm taking a bunch of damage, I'm about to die, and then I get in cover. And now I have time to put on an armor kit, you know, and then unbreakable never kicked in. So I have unbreakable and it never kicks in because I'm always able to escape at the last, you know, moment.
Golden bullet.
So that it gets in my way. And I noticed the times when it does actually work, it's because I got riot foamed by 2 dudes and blasted by 3 more, and there's no escaping that shit. You're going down, you know? So it's like it doesn't save me from the scenarios I want it to save me from. Hazard protection is going to save me from that. Max hazard protection. So it's basically unbreakable on gloves, you know? It does have a role though. I mean, I actually think it would be really good on a fucking a foundry build, right? Because you're not invincible on a foundry build, like a tank build, a true tank build. You do die when somebody gets behind you and starts laying in on you, or you take too many explosions to your shield, or too many tanks, or something like that, right? And so that's exactly what you need is when your armor does break, it gives you a chance to go back, to fall back and cover. And so I think that's one of its best use cases. But would I run it on an all red build? Well, no, I'll just run a little bit of bonus armor or armor on kill. You know what I mean? So it never kicks in. Or, I mean, I guess in other words, I would rather run another exotic. I'd rather run the Centurion holster. It's not bad. It's just, I mean, the people are showcasing it with these all red builds and be like, but really, that's what you would choose? I mean, would you rather the Centurion holster with 20% more damage? Wouldn't you rather have that? And then that will, because you have all this extra damage, now you can run, instead of vigilance on your backpack, you can run the memento or bloodsucker or whatever, wouldn't you rather do that? You know? I mean, it'd be cool to explore and run it on an all red build to run it, but it's just, I don't know. I guess there could be some really good play from cover red builds for legendary, where maybe you don't want to lose that backpack talent, but the content is so hard that you would like a fallback to save you on armor kits and save you on using your reviver hive. There are those cases, right? Like Tidal Basin or the zoo, where you're just like, man, you find yourself low on armor kits, you're playing with the team, your reviver hives is used frequently enough where it's on cooldown from time to time. So, you know, it would save you on both the scenarios. So it has a place there. And so it's just like, it's a niche exotic. I'm not saying it's not. So I think we will find a home for it. They should nerf melee damage too, that it comes to us. I think we should at least be able to stagger with melee. That'd be the Division 2 world I want to live in. Are you serious? Bro. Oh, look. This guy. I never get him. Fuck you.
Reinforcements en route.
Why am I fucking... God, he's got no fucking armor bar and it's annoying. That's why I'm pausing. I'm like, whoa, he's not dead. Okay, now he's dead. Get this golden bullet, baby. No armor bar on him either, huh? And this guy's sinking into wings. The audio's fucked up, isn't it? Like I don't hear that turret whacking at me in the background there. Some audio's not coming through.
Golden bullet received. Hostile assembling golden bullet. Reinforcements.
There's no headshot sounds either. Fuck you, heavily armed hostile. Yeah, so I think that's probably the best use case for it, is where you want to go all in on DPS, the gloves. Go all in on DPS. You don't want to lose any of your talents because you're going in for the hardest content in the game. And you need to make sure you have your tools at your fingertips when you need them, like your armor kits and your reviver hive. It's almost going to be a good pairing with your reviver hive. They have no synergies, but it's going to save you. But then you could also say, well, just run the tardigrade chest piece. Well, if somebody else was running that, that'd be super sick, right? But you can't run...
Incoming hostiles detected.
unbreakable with it because I feel like that I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I feel like that would conflict with the use case, because the use case is, well, I'm running the gloves with this defense so I don't lose a backpack to bonus armor, but I'm gonna run the chest piece with unbreakable. It's like, well, fuck, you might as well just run the backpack with bonus armor. Except it is performance based. Bonus armor usually is. You gotta get a kill to earn it, right? Where it's kind of funny, but you earn the gloves perk by almost dying. But a lot of content in this game is going to put you in that position, even if you're a great player, often, right? Blah, blah, blah. Just got to get my hands on it. It'll be playable. Yeah, so I'm thinking tidal basin build.
Heavily armored. Hostile detected.
We need to take stop. Come on, then.
Gotta let them get their aggression out, man. Just don't take it out on the boys. Cool, cool, cool. All hail the Nightbot. I know, I probably need to clean it up a little bit though, don't I? Old messages are probably showing up on that thing.
Supply room access unlocked.
All right, let's see what this Deuterino dropped for us. Snow machine. All right, I don't have these yet. Flurry. Every status effect gives you snowfall on the target. Wow. Ain't that sweet. And what? Look at those attributes. Chill out with health. Awesome. Empress. Might as well take the knees since I don't have them. I'll delete that. Because I don't know when I'm going to see that dude again. Sparkle knees.
Detected. The control point in proximity.
To give you happy fingers. Damn, I get a lot of the courier backpacks. I've been noticing that all day. Here, let's look at these stars. How we doing? 49. Do I have those? Hold on, I gotta check to see if those knees are expertise stuff. I think I was waiting for those. Yeah. So let's equip these, okay? Because I want to see how this shit's leveling. Okay, so we got 0 expertise on 0 proficiency on those. And then I'll go to run this Ninja Bite too. boost my shit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, double expertise. I mean, because they didn't state otherwise. So, because, you know, God forbid they were clear on shit. How hard would it have been to say double the expertise? I mean, what the, how hard is it to type that in there, right? 2x. I mean, 2 letters. 2 letters.
Hostile assembling a golden bullet. Hostile
I can't remember how it works, or even if I ever knew. Does the expertise XP based off of our XP actual values? I can't remember. God, it's been a long time since I looked at that. 8,800 or 88,000. Is that actual XP? It's got to be, right? These bobosos. These bobosos. Because it's a little hard to... I mean, I would need something to compare it to. Thanks for the armor bar that you did not have.
friendly control point detected.
So 1,300, so that is kill XP. I think it's kill XP, huh? Okay. All right. Grumpy said it there too. Same conclusion. Thanks for that. That's right. Because it does scale faster when you're in group. Because you're getting more kills. Because don't you benefit from your allies' kills too? Yeah. So this is countdown would be good for this, huh?
Received a golden bullet.
You never really worried about it in the beginning, you know, earning proficiency the manual way. In the very, very beginning, a long time ago, which is why I forgot these details. We did, right? We had expertise. We put on 4 pieces of Hunter's Fury, 6 pieces of Hunter's Fury in some cases, and we go clear some content to level it up quickly. The more pieces you equip, the faster you would level up the set or the brand. But in the end, it was just like, most of the shit you're gonna level up. If all your, it wasn't worth. Basically, all I did strategy-wise was I didn't research anything I used regularly because it was just passively gonna be leveled up because I'm using it. Didn't have to worry about it. So I invested most resources when it comes to proficiency into gear that I never use or use infrequent enough. Like named items, specialized exotics, like the Sweet Dreams. Sure, you guys did the same thing. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging with me again. Now I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you guys kicking it with me. Go to bed. Damn it. Don't tell me what to do, Tux. You were trying to control me. Damn it. You sound like my wife. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's do some Mo. And tomorrow's Wednesday. And then the next day we will have the first Ascendant. Fun stuff. So stay tuned. Have a good night, everybody.